everyone, it's Esther here from Impact 242. Welcome back to Garden Sport. It's great to see you. It's been an interesting week, hasn't it, for sport? I mean, we had it was England versus Scotland for the Calcutta Cup, is that right, in rugby? And then there was the Ireland versus Wales rugby match. Actually, I might not scrap that, John. I might not mention that because we've probably got quite a few Welsh people watching this as we are in Wales. But there's also the Winter Olympics going on at the minute. They've been, well, actually, we haven't got any medals yet there either. So maybe I won't bring that up either. Yeah. But there has been me running. I know, you're looking at me. You probably never thought that I consider myself now a runner. I've taken up running over the last few weeks. I mean, it could be called jogging or even maybe a plod, but I am doing it. I'm committed to it. I've heard it's got amazing health benefits. My lungs allegedly are going to get bigger. I'm going to get fitter. It's supposed to be good for my mental health, which I can tell already being out in the fresh air. It's been amazing, really. I've been going every week. I do my little loop and I'm really enjoying it. Well, this had me thinking again about my life with God and thinking, well, running and God, is there anything similar there going on? I'm going to explore that a bit more now with you. So, have a listen. So there's a few things that I have done to help me with my running, which is the same really for my Christian faith, things that have helped me along. So the first thing that I had to do before I started running, I had to get prepared. Have you ever tried to go running without warming up? I can guarantee you it hurts. If it doesn't hurt then, it will hurt the next day. I mean, this can be a bit like the Christian life. Some of us turn up on a Sunday, do our bit, sit and listen in church, go home, and that's our God bit done. Other of us think that we don't even need to go to church because, we've got a faith, and which is true. But can you imagine if we went to, a football game? We played football and we did no training. We turned up at the game and we expected to play a really good game. It just wouldn't work because we wouldn't know what's going on. Our fitness levels wouldn't be great. Well, this can be a bit like the Christian faith. Going to church helps. It's like the training. So it's a really good training camp, really. The other thing that I've had to do as a runner is get the right equipment. Well, this is a bit like being a Christian, that my best bit of equipment that I can tell you to get is the Bible. It is the best instruction book of life. You might think it's just a really old book, but I can tell you there is stuff in there that is just incredible. There isn't anything that the Bible can't handle or give you instructions on how to handle life and things that are going on. It's just amazing. I mean, can you imagine, again, me running, but trying to do it in a dress? In fact, I went to something the other day, they wanted to check my running style. But I had this very cool dress on. They were like, yeah, you can't run in a dress. So we do need the right equipment, like I said, the Bible. There is also the endurance that is needed, that keeping on going. I remember one day, it was probably one of my first runs, and it absolutely pelted it down with rain. Honestly, it was like, something you see off TV, maybe in the Titanic. It was insane. Now, everything in me just thought, you know what? I can't do it. It's too cold. It's too wet. Look outside. No way. It's even misty. But I stopped myself and I thought about it and I thought, no, you can do this, Esther. Come on. You can keep going. So I put on my extra layer of Lycra and I just kept going. Now, everything in me wanted to stop, but I just kept going. Well, that's a bit like the Christian life. Sometimes it is really tough going. You've just had enough. You don't feel like praying. You don't want to pick up your Bible. But sometimes you just have to kind of chat to God, going, God, I need some help on this one. And he does. And he intervenes and he's there with you and he helps you. Another thing, probably one of my last ones, is telling my friends about my running, or Strava. You can get other apps as well, because better not just advertise that one, or getting a partner to run with, because those things actually really help you, encourages you. So the other day I decided to take one of my children to go running. And I don't know if any of you have ever done that. You realise how slow you are yourself. So I went with my son, and it got to a point where my son is saying to me, "Mom, you can do it. Keep going, Mum. You can do it. Keep going up this hill." Honestly, you'd think I was going up some major big hill, but this is kind of just round the corner from Black Lion Road round in Gorslas. But you know what? That encouragement of my son was just amazing. But probably this is one of the hardest ones. How on earth do you get started? Well, when I started to think about running, I decided I'd wait for that perfect day before I started running. It always had to be a Monday, because I feel like you have to start diets and anything on a Monday, start fresh. Monday was raining, so I just thought, oh no, I'll wait for a perfect day, because that's what you do. You think, well, I can't really run in this weather because it's a bit snowy, it's a bit raining, it's a bit cold, the wind's not great. And you come up with so many different reasons to not start. And I think that's what we do sometimes with the Christian faith, or maybe finding out a bit more about who God is. We think, well, I'll think about it when I'm older, or I'll read the Bible, when I've got more time. I mean, do you know what? I've got work, and then I've got to drop the kids off. There's loads of after school clubs, and, we just put things off because of that perfect moment where, we want it, and then we'll give it a go. Well, actually, by the time you've done all of that, you end up not even doing it. And I decided I wasn't going to do that with running. I just went. And I think sometimes we do have to do that leap of faith, where perhaps you've never walked into that church building, or perhaps you've never contacted us at Impact 242 because you're like, yeah, but what if this, and what if I start worrying about, oh, well, I've never been into church before, and what if I don't know stuff? And you come up with 100 different reasons why you might not want to explore faith or talk about it. But once you start, once you welcome God in, I can tell you there is nothing better. So running and God are actually very similar to me. They both had a profound impact on my life, but God, I can honestly say, has changed it in ways that I could never have imagined. So yeah, look forward to next week and maybe our next sport. I mean, what else could we look at? I mean, I've got brothers that do rock climbing, never fancied that myself. Snooker, darts, is darts a sport? Anyway, see you next week. Bye.